Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lori and I'm the face behind Entre Tejidos Crochet and Lori's Crafty Corner, where we talk about crochet and scrapbooking and everything in between. Today's video will be part 2 of me organizing all of my scrapbook layouts. They are right back there. They are a total of 756 layouts. When I say that I was big on scrapbooking, I was big in scrapbooking and I loved it and I want to get back into it. To not forget about scrapbooking just because I'm crocheting, sort of thing. This purple box here is going to get organized. And I am going to vlog the process of pulling out those layouts that are in that first box, which it goes from 2013 to like partially 2018. Organize by year, by month, and then see if I'm missing any sort of memories in between that need to be documented. As I'm working through the years, if I have a year that's already done or partially done, I'm going to start putting the layouts in order in the page protectors. And, you know, if I have to add pocket pages with the other missing memories, I'll do that, or I'll make other layouts. So this video will be encompassing that process for the first box. And then we'll go from there. I also plan, before I set up the layouts in their albums, I plan on taking a flat lay picture of them so that I can store them and have like their own little like album or file in on my computer, where I can refer back. Or I can even like, hey, you know, we're getting the family together and we want to watch things. Oh, well, let me show you this slideshow of all the layouts I've made. 756. I shared that number with my mom and aunt, and my mom was like, Nina, like, man, like you have a lot. I do. Especially when you think about it, that I've documented mainly 10 years in like for those 770 something, 756. And I'm not counting the pocket pages that I made. And if I'm not mistaken, this is where I got a bit confused. If I'm not mistaken, it does account the layouts that have no dates in them. But as I start to organize them, because I should rephrase that, it's 756 pages. Some of these layouts are double spread, so it might be 2 pages, but it's actually one memory. But before we get into that, I have been crafting. Even though my husband and I were down for the count with a cold or whatever, I have been slowly but surely. I did work on Piccolo from for a pattern test by Woolly Tunes. It took me a while to make him because I would just like get these bursts of energy and not feeling too bad. And then I would work on him and then it'd be like, oh, I can't. And then, but he's finally done and my husband is very excited for him. And I started making a sort of selfish project. I wanted to make something that I just wanted to make. It's for no particular reason. I want to make it. And I started making a cow, and I believe it's Cookie the Cow. Yes, Cookie the Cow by Ballet at Sea. I'm excited. I'm so happy. I know I say that I'm excited and I'm happy for everything, but I just love being crafty. I do. I very much do. So let's fast forward into working on organizing these layouts. I'm drinking tea, but I'm not necessarily spilling the tea. Okay, so it's time for another update on the whole organizing all of my scrapbook yarn, all of my scrapbook layouts. So I have managed to add a date, or kind of like guess at the date of the dateless layouts. And as I'm going to pull out the years, I'm also going to add those into the subsequent years. The other thing that I was able to do was all the older layouts, well, layouts that were of old pictures that maybe it was just one picture from one year back when I was a baby and so on and so forth. Those layouts I have already put away. I'm not going to place them in albums because I want to keep the newer memories at the forefront. Today's mission is to organize by date the layouts that I have for 2020, for 2014 and 2015. Those are basically the 2 years that my husband and I were in a relationship. We still are, but you know, before we got married. And like, since we were busy, we were working, we were finishing up our studies, we did do things that, you know, I have documented, but they're pretty much done. Like, I don't think that I'm going to have to go back and see what I still need to document. Hopefully, once I'm done organizing this, 2014 and 2015 will be done. The other thing that I'm going to be organizing, these are all of the used pocket pages or page protectors that I have, and I'm going to start organizing them. I'm going to divide them into these smaller ones. So, for example, here I have a pocket page. Regardless of the style of pocket page, because hopefully you can see, this one has 2 vertical 6x4 pictures and then 3 horizontal 3x4 spaces for pictures. And then this one is all vertical 6x4. Regardless of the style that they have, they're going to be placed in their own pile. So at the end of this organizing part, I'm gonna have 3 piles. One for the regular pocket pages, one for like the normal 12x12 page protectors, and another pile will be like the shorter 12 by something page protectors. These are 6x12. And I like these page protectors if it happens that between one memory and another one, I don't have a lot of pictures that I have to document or that I want to document. I'll use this time lapse. Is going to be me organizing the page protectors. After that, I'll head on over to organizing years 2014 and 2015. This album is entirely full of page protectors. In the midst, I did find some 6x8 page protectors that are from mini albums. I've included them here because they do fit, albeit it'll be like shifted towards the bottom of an album or at the top, but it still works. After that, I have all the
like half page pocket pages. And then I have all the different pocket pages, different assortment of them. And I've used the little divider that the album has to divide these, like the pocket pages, from all the page protectors. I have a bunch of different brands here. And once I'm done reusing the older ones, I do have a box of about 100, which I'll link down below if you're interested, if you want to do the same thing where you want to organize your layouts. So I got it off of Amazon, and I believe it's a box of 100 page protectors. So now what we're going to do is organize the layouts that I have for years 2014 and 2015. So apparently I don't know how to organize these things, because as I'm working, well, looking through the layouts, two of them are from different piles. One's from 2013, the other one's from 2016. So, and then as I continued, I was like, wait, this is actually from 2015. And I was able to corroborate that because the date is on the layout. I think I just need more coffee whenever I'm organizing these things. As I was going through them, I have documented quite a bit of some memories, to the point that I have pocket pages of the same event, and I have layouts with the same picture over and over and over again. And this is where we are going to start culling or pulling out layouts that are layouts whose memories are repeated. And hopefully we'll see where we go from there. So 2014 has a total of 26 layout pages. And some of them are pocket pages. I think like 2 of them are pocket pages, and 2, I believe, are double spreads. So bear that in mind. Let's start pulling away the repeat layouts. Apparently, I loved a photo so much that if I counted correctly, it's documented, the same photo. It's not that it's the same event and then it's like different poses. No, it's the exact same photo documented at least 3 times, which is why I also want to do this where I organize my layouts, because if in the future I want to document something and I come across a photo, because that's the other thing that we haven't organized and I don't think I'm going to organize anytime soon, is from time to time I would just like print out a bunch of photos in hopes of scrapbooking them, just to prevent any repeats in the future. I want to do this whole project of organizing the layouts that I already have, the memories that I already have documented. Let's see which layouts make the cut. So I ended up with 18 layouts, which isn't that bad, considering that 3 of the repeat layouts are going to be sent off more than likely either to my mom or to my mother-in-law. This was hard, for real. Let me show you what I mean that this was so hard to pick. Here we have both layouts, right? Both of them are adorable, they're cute. I wanted to keep them both. The picture is the same exact one. One is actually a bit more like edited than the other one, but I still love them both. Which one am I going to keep? I'm going to keep this one. Why? Because this one has more journaling than, than this one has. This one just has the date. I pulled out the pocket page because there's a memory here that I had 6 different layouts and a pocket page for the same event, and the pictures were very repetitive. So I pulled those out. I can reuse the pocket page for something else. So I ended up with 18 layouts. So if I have 756 layouts that I started out with. So far, I've worked through 18 of those, not counting the ones that are not going to, like, not counting the ones that I have already like set aside. So we're making progress. Now I'm going to do the same exact thing for 2015. And I kind of liked the idea where I brought in this box and kind of used it as like a Rolodex? Memory decks? Where I can just like, okay, so this is in August. Okay, over here we have September. It worked like that. So hopefully I can do that same thing. 2015 had 40 layouts and I ended up with 32. So of the layout, actually, I'm sorry, 31. So I did quite a bit of not making the cut, so to speak. It did take me a little while. Early that year, my parents, my husband, and my sister-in-law, along with my brother, we went to Disney, and apparently I had already organized those pages, the scrapbook layouts mixed in with the page protectors. But when I pulled them out, I pulled them out of order, and I did spend quite a bit of time going, okay, wait, because one or two of the pocket pages, it started out as like, okay, here we are at Epcot, but then another pocket page was, the front side was Magic Kingdom, and then the second side was Hollywood Studios or something like that. And I was like, okay. And then also trying to keep in mind that the layouts that I would keep that aren't pocket pages, that I would have them set up in a way that once I go to put them in the page protectors, I don't have blank pages. So that's the next step. And I am going to save that for another video. I do hope to include the flip throughs or like layout shares so that you can also be inspired by these. It's going to be a long project. Then I head on over to film the layout flip through album share sort of video. And hopefully that will be uploaded as a bonus video in a couple of days. And after that, I am going to start filming the other video on how, like, okay, this is like the jigsaw puzzle about scrapbook layouts, especially if you did like me, where I didn't store them the way that they were supposed to. Now I have to like play with like, okay, so I have this single layout, but the back side calls for a single layout, but I only have a double layout. So I'm gonna have to like, you know, play around with that. So I'm gonna end this video here, and I hope to see you soon in another video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you back soon with another crochet and scrapbook filled video. Bye.